Okay, now we can start a notebook that we can keep. We're going to start some HTML now. So I created a new notebook, and this is what you get when you create a new notebook. So this time, why don't we just go in here, and we'll just delete everything, and we can go ahead and run that. So now we have absolutely nothing. All we have is just one cell. So let's say that I wanted to put some text in that cell. Well, if I just type text without anything else, I'll get an error. So, hello. And put that in, and you get an error. And the reason is that to type text, you have to use either Markdown or HTML. And we're going to use HTML. And to use HTML, you have to begin with the word HTML, okay? And ordinarily then what you would do is you would use backticks here. So the backtick is should be up in the upper left-hand corner of your keyboard. So that's not a single quote, it's a backtick. And then you can actually type some text that will render. So why don't we say HTML tutorial, because this is what this will be. And that can be the title of this page. So it worked, but it's not styled nicely, right? It's not big, large letters like we would want to have. And the reason is that HTML is a markdown language, or a markup language, and which means that you use tags to identify parts of the text as headers, paragraphs, links, lists, tables, and so forth. So if we were able to identify this as a header, right, then the website here should have some default styling to style it like a header. So in HTML, what you do is you surround your text with what are called tags. You have an opening tag and a closing tag. So let's make this a level 1 header. So you would do the following. So it's H1 for level 1. And then you put these symbols around it, and that makes a tag. And that's the opening tag. Now the closing tag looks almost like it, except you have a / there. Opening tag, closing tag, and now this is identified as a level 1 header. So if I put that in, now it looks much better. Okay? So why don't we just spend the rest of this video talking about the headers, and then we can look at some other HTML elements in the successive videos. So I go to another cell. I just do a level 2 header, okay? And you get a little smaller type. And I think you can go all the way down to 6 levels, all the way down to H6. I usually never use more than 3 of them, though. So let me show you what else you can do. We have just one HTML element in this cell and only one here, but you can put a bunch of HTML together. So let's do that here. In fact, let's just start over. This is what I usually do. So if I take that out, put my backticks there, and then I'll just put my cursor in between them and give myself some room to type here. And then I can put in my level 2 header. Okay, and then I could also put maybe a level 3 header in there too. So depending on what you need, you can just have one element or many elements in a cell. So that starts us off then with HTML, and we'll take a look at some of the other elements like paragraphs and lists and tables and so forth next.